Welcome back, everybody. Still in the timeout now called by Davison. They got to get the ball to about the Beecher 3 for a first down. So they don't need a touchdown here, Gene. And that last completion, Travis to Allen, was very effective. And you like that play call by Delage. That worked very effectively last week.
Well, you know, when you get down, when you have a fourth down like this, no matter what play you call, you just have to have perfect execution. I mean, the concentration has to be there. You know, you're not in any trick play situation down in here. It's just good execution of a solid football play.
So here it is, 4th and 5 for the Cards. Travis,
he's wide open.
Fake, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Davison.
Give Travis the credit that time. Just like you said, Pat, great play fake. Took it to the outside. Actually, he had two men wide open. Made a good decision, a nice throw.
Oko Ashima.
Important two-point conversion here, I anticipate.
Was the one who caught the touchdown pass, and he's put Davison on top by a score of 12-6. 8-yard completion for the TD.
Important play right here for Davison.
They're going to go for 2.
Same play. He's wide open,
again.
The inside receiver.
Torak,
Yes.
2-point conversion successful.
The exact play. Good call. Then the previous play in the touchdown score, they had the same receivers open. That time he chose the second receiver, the inside receiver. Just a good call and a good read.
Very easily done by the Cardinal offense. And they are taking advantage, Gene, of the Beecher turnovers, and they've got the 8-point lead at 14-6 with 4:57 to go before the half. Here's your replay now.
We'll watch you replay the two-point conversion, Pat. I didn't mean to step on you there, but this play is the same as the touchdown they scored. We see the inside receiver wide open. He was wide open on the touchdown as well. They're sending 2 receivers out there, and someone just is not picking him up. We're going to see that play again. That was too successful.
Absolutely.
2 wide open.
Piece of cake. Booz and Allen are back deep to receive the kick. Torak, who caught the 2-point conversion, kicks it away. Taken by 33 of the Bucks, and still on his feet. Rico Randall gets it inside Cardinal territory, but we got a late flag.
You know, he goes from one side of the field to the other side. It's a lot of ways to run just for a few yards on there. It was a good return, but he did have some opening up the middle.
Yeah, we've got all sorts of flags that came at all angles on that occasion. Let's see what we got. "12 men on the field" is the consensus up here in the box. But
12 men on the field before the play, face mask during the play. Good crew out there tonight. Those guys know what they're doing.
it looks to be, Gene, I think 12 men on the field against Beecher, as the officials were talking things over with Davison. So let's see what we have.
Here we go. We're going to kick it again.
It's going to be a clip. Now the 12 men on the field. Illegal participation is the official call of it. So after it's all said and done, Gene, we're going to do it over. But Torak's going to kick it from the buck 45, so perfect opportunity, you could say, for the onside kick. We've seen it before.
Well, certainly if that's an onside, it's going to be a squib kick.
No, they're just going to kick it away.
And he boots it out of here.
Out of the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, and the Bucks will have it now from their own 20 with 4:49 to work with here before the half, and they trail at 14-6. Well, Gene, Beecher's opening possession, they aired it out, and it worked very well.
Then that's it.
That's it.
That's
I mean,
it.
Davison has just stood up to the challenge now, done a great job in the secondary, stopping the run, stopping Rogers with his option, and they've taken advantage of some Buccaneer turnovers, and they're on top of the football game. And the way this ball game started, we didn't expect this. First and 10 for the Bucks from their own 20. What a run.
Good run.
Rico Rendell up to the Davison 28-yard line, 28 and a half about.
Boy, you young backs out there, just observe how he's moving his feet. Not giving up. He was stopped and just kept his feet and legs driving and picked up another 5 yards.
Randall gained 8, 2nd and 2 now from their own 28 for the Bucks. Pitch out, and it works very well up the sidelines. Goes number.
You give Beecher the corner, and they're going to hurt you. This is their ball game. Get to the outside, get to the corner. And really, they haven't run it successfully tonight. They haven't had many opportunities, or they haven't taken advantage of the corner being there. They used the entire first quarter to soften up the corners. Now they want to get back in the game and run their offense.
Jerome Taylor, the ball carrier, picked up 5. Ball spotted now at the Buck 33, 1st and 10. This time the give is up the middle, and all of a sudden Randall again breaks out of the pack and gets it up to.
Once again, another
45.
Beecher penalty. Offsides.
Let's see what we got here. That ball was originally spotted at the 37. Brought up to the 8, but the flag comes down, and it looks like we're going to bring it back. Maybe.
Looks like he's talking to the Beecher. Yeah, we are going to bring it back, aren't we, Pat? Wow.
A clipping call whistled against the Bucks, and that'll be a big penalty, and that'll bring him way back.
You know, a very unusual call there. We had a clip on a run up the middle. Gosh, I tell you.
Well, bring it all the way back to the 20. First down, and a whole lot. 27 yards for the Bucks. Dudley goes nowhere.
See, what we saw, Pat, was he got the pitch there, and he was trying to throw, but he took that little spin. It took him the effort to get the pitch. He spun and couldn't get himself set up, and the wide receiver, the wide man, did have his man beat, but he just couldn't get set to throw it. As we watch it, we missed the spin there, but he just couldn't get set to throw it, nor did he have any time at all, as 5 or 6 Davison defenders are in his face.
Finessed and Toman on the stop. Loses 6. 2nd and 33. Under 3 minutes to go. Rogers in trouble. Airs it out. Up for grabs again. Incomplete. Reginald Allen, the intended receiver. Joe Tiller on the coverage. She said, Gene, he is just throwing that football up for grabs.
Well, he has some quick receivers on the outside, and they probably feel they can beat him deep. But I'm telling you, they're not getting beat deep. And if he can't throw it that far, if they are beating their defenders, he's just throwing the ball up right now. And he's a better quarterback than that. He's getting pressured. He's throwing off his back foot. Davison's doing a nice job of keeping right there on him in his face and making him throw off that back foot on the run. But that's a tough throw and catch when you just throw it up for grabs like that.
There you see a good look at the Collins Stadium press box here on the campus of Davison Junior High School. I'd like to thank Dave Young, the athletic director here at Davison, and his staff, and Tom Tuttle, doing a nice job up here in the press box. Beecher calls a timeout. They're faced with a 3rd and 33 here with 2:52 to go before halftime.
Well, they're in a situation here where they just don't need to make a mistake here. Make a solid play and punt the football out of there. They turn the ball over in this situation, and they are in some trouble going into halftime. So really, I wouldn't think that they're trying to set up some big super play right in this situation.
But through the years when we've seen Beecher, you just don't know.
Watch out. They could. Good point, Pat. They could at any time.
Well, we got 2 wideouts to the right of Rogers. They're going to throw.
Set and throw.
He had time. Chased out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. And gets it up over the 15 to about the 18-yard line, maybe the 17. That's about it. So that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, that was a wise decision right there, Pat. There, he didn't float the ball up there. He sat, he looked. It just wasn't there, so he came out and ran. The kid can run. He's a great athlete. That's what he needs to do. Instead of putting that floater up there when he's not actually open, take it down and run with the ball. Let's give Davison some credit, though. Their defensive backs are doing a great job. Their linemen are putting some pressure on them.
Rogers just picked up 3, so Davison stops the clock, 2:37 to go, and they've got plenty of time, Gene, to put some more points on the board.
There's plenty of time, and remember that first snap we saw, we got about halfway back there, so
right.
I'm sure they're going to be putting some pressure on Rogers, the punter here.
And you know Rogers is thinking about that too. Allen will be deep to receive the punt, and he is standing now.
Tell you, and he's the only guy. They're going to bring him on. Here they come.
At the buck 48, and nice Rogers gets it off. Bounces and away from Allen and out of bounds. Rolling out at the buck 47-yard line. So now the Cardinals will start. 2:27 to go before the half, and field positions in their favor.
Well, they like to score here, Pat.
This would be giant if Davison could do something.
Man coverage.
Out of the bone. Split right. Travis throws.
He's there.
Open and turning the wrong way was Philo. Nearly intercepted, though, by Reginald Allen.
Travis threw it to the open area. The receiver ran to the open area, had a nice cut, and Travis threw it to the inside, just a misread and receiving quarterback there.
Dudley there as well on the coverage. 2nd and 10 for Davison.
Again, just flat out man coverage on the outside, and they're picking on him.
They're going to throw, and incomplete. Torok, the intended receiver, Gene, and it looked like that same play that got him the 2-point conversion. Same fake, same receiver, but that time it was just a bit in front of the intended receiver, Torok, and it didn't work out so well.
But yet he was there. He was open, so the play is still there. They haven't put that play away yet.
That's a good call on your part. Great call, because hey, they'll take it 2 out of 3, huh?
They could run it again right here. The play was there. Travis has an arm. He can zing the ball in there.
3rd and 10. He's going to throw it. This time, Philo. It's Ushima, I'm sorry. Caught it, but he was on one knee. inside the 40 to the 39. We got a flag, though. Macau was there on the coverage. Let's see what the flag is. It's way on the far side of the field. And it looks like it's going to be against Davison, Gene.
Yeah, I think we have a little procedure call here.
It's against Davison. You're right, Gene.
Well, what Davison's trying to take advantage of that man coverage on the outside here. Now, I mean, they're really running at him too. I mean, they feel that the receiver can beat the defender, Dudley, and Dudley just stepping up to the challenge. Quite frankly, I mean, he's doing a nice job.
So to bring up a 3rd down and 15. We'll replay 3rd. So
watch the number 2 receiver coming across the middle on the post route from the backside.
Oshima
coming
and
from the
Allen.
top of your screen.
Ooh. And this time Travis is taken down for the sack. Isaac Miller, the senior, 5'7", 160, squirted through the Cardinal offensive line and took Travis down.
Oh, big Beecher stand right there. Defense did a nice job out there. And there's still time on the clock.
Absolutely.
For an explosive offense, now they have the opportunity to go in, which will be a devastating score for Davison if that happens.
10-yard loss on that sack, so 4th and 25, and we've got another timeout, I believe, this time taken by the Bucks.
No, we haven't seen it tonight, but I see Rogers as a type of quarterback who can, I talked about prior to the game, play action, get to the outside, put pressure on that corner, and if they want to play a soft corner, he'll tuck the ball up and run it himself. If not, then he can throw that zip in there, about 15-yard. And they're not utilizing that tonight. That's not what they're doing. They're going for the long home run.
Right.
And I really see that being effective for Beecher. Use your best athlete. Use him.
McFeeters to punt it away.
Nice punt.
Ball taken by Allen. Good coverage again by the Cardinals special teams. Allen got a couple yards on that return and a beautiful punt, as Gene mentioned, by McFeeters. So a punt of 38 yards.
Well, let's see if they can get Rogers to the outside here. Put the pressure on the corners.
Bucks have it, 1st and 10 from their own 27. Under a minute to go in the first half. And they're going to throw it. They're just going to gun it downfield, and no chance, as it was almost intercepted by Davison.
It's not there, Pat. That play is not there, hasn't been there from the first series when they scored their touchdown. From that point on, Davison has taken that away. Let's stop running it. Shorten up the pass routes. He's not getting a lot of time back there, Rogers isn't.
Joe Tiller was the Cardinal who had his hands on it for a moment. Second and 10. Clock at 47 now begins to roll. Rogers now rolling right.
There he goes.
And with a nice run, and wow, brought down rather hard, but I think with the help of the face mask this time around.
Yeah, I think he slid up on the mask there. It wasn't intentional. Just tried to make a good hit. He did hit him, but his hand slid up on the mask. That's the penalty. But see how dangerous Rogers can be when they take him to the corner like that. He puts the pressure on the defense. That's how this Beecher team is going to get back into this game.
Yep. This is the big face mask penalty. Grabbing is the 15-yard penalty, which is the one whistled against the Cards, rather than the 5-yard penalty, the grasping call, which has been seen on occasion. So,
in my opinion, Pat, grabbing the face mask should be ejection from the ball game. When they say you're grabbing it, that's almost saying that you're doing that intentionally. And if you're doing that intentionally, you should be ejected from the ball game. That's a Gene Johnson opinion for what it's worth.
Yep. Pass complete. Reginald Allen, the receiver, doesn't get it out of bounds though. And now the clock is stopped with 14 seconds. Jason Van Nest on the coverage. Ball spotted just outside the Cardinal 40-yard line. Beecher gets the timeout. 11-yard pickup and a first down for the Bucks.
Well, they could get 2 plays out of this. And obviously, they have to go for the end zone, except we have to remember that David Rogers did kick a field goal last week, and he does have a good leg on him, so 1 play, field goal range, pop it over.
14 seconds now, and Beecher, well, they've utilized the home run ball.
What's the timeout situation, Pat?
I think Beecher has used all of theirs.
Beecher's, okay.
And I believe Davison may have 1 left.
Well, there's still time for 2 plays, but now this is a situation you're going to go for the home run.
Here it is. 2 receivers, 3 now sent downfield, and Rogers throws it over the middle.
Oh.
And Torok nearly came up with the interception. Just stringing it out was Rogers.
Yeah.
Hoping somebody'd come under it. Nobody did except Torok of Davison, and it was almost picked off.
Yeah, it's tough when you have a prevent defense out there like Davison has to, they're almost going to let you catch that ball underneath like that, just tattoo you, but he did a nice job coming up, knocking the ball down. Defensive backs very deep, safety very deep. Get in front of them, but you're not going to get behind them.
8 seconds and rolling. Rogers throws and almost caught by Reginald Allen, who flew in there.
Pat, that was so close of being caught for the touchdown.
It really was. Allen flew in there, had a hand on it, and was flying right on by the defense of Davison.
Torque was almost fair catching that pass. I have it, and boom, right in front of him.
Well, Beecher will get 1 more play here on 3rd and 10. 1 second now to go before the half. Macau wide right, Dudley wide left. He's going to throw it to Macau, who's wide open. And falls down. Gain of about 11. But that will do it for our first half of play here on the Comcast Cable Game of the Week. And after 2 quarters of play, Davison leads Beecher by a score of 14-6. As the players head to the locker room to take a break, we will do the same. Stay with us, folks. Coming up, we'll have Will McNeil and Greg Tunnicliffe with the sideline report, and we'll have first half stats. We'll be back right after this timeout.
These days, a lot of drug deals take place in locker rooms. Unfortunately, a lot of these drug deals end up in a different kind of locker room. If you or someone you know has a drug problem, contact Habilitat. We can help.
We are at halftime of the Comcast Cable Game of the Week. Tonight's Big 9 conference matchup has Davison on top of Beecher by a score of 14-6 here at Collins Stadium at Davison Junior High School. Standing by is William McNeil and Greg Tunnicliffe with this halftime report. William?
Thanks, Pat. This is William McNeil along with Greg Tunnicliffe back with your halftime report. Greg, your thoughts on the first half?
Right now for Davison, in the first half, Their pass defense is a little poor in the first quarter. But they tightened up the zone, and they have owned the rest of the first half. Their running game has been the key right now. They were able to establish the running game, keep the ball on the ground, and use up the clock, time management. Beecher's defense has been on the field a long time. They're going to have to get the ball and keep it offensively and give their defense a time to rest. If they don't, this game's going to belong to Davison for the rest of the day.
My point exactly. The Beecher offense, they have to sustain a drive. It's normally 3 plays and out. They scored the first touchdown of the game, and they've come up dry ever since. Davison, on the other hand, as Greg mentioned, pounds the ball downfield. Their drives are usually 9 or 10 plays, so this Beecher offense is going to have to give the defense some rest. Looking at a few numbers here, Beecher ran 24 plays to Davison's 30. Davison ran the ball 19 times compared to 11 for Beecher. Beecher's thrown 13 times and Davison 12. So Davison has mixed it up well. Let's send it back up top to Pat and Gene.
Okay, William. Thank you very much. Looking, Gene, now first half assessment. Put your coach's cap on now. What does Beecher have to do, first of all, to get back into this football game?
First of all, stop making mistakes. Penalties, mental mistakes. That's the first thing. Next, they've got to get that defense, just like Greg was talking about, get the defense off the field. I mean, that Davison is doing exactly what they want to do. Just keep their offense out there, and you know, the more their offense is out there, the fewer minutes of Beecher's offense gets an opportunity to break the big play. So Beecher, their defense really has to rise up right now and give their offense the football. Now, when their offense gets the football, I really think that Rodgers needs to take over this game. He's too talented of a quarterback not to. He needs to get to the corner, break that contain,
David
run
Rodgers
the ball if it's
has the capacity to take over a football game. We welcome our viewers from Davison Cablevision tonight. Channel 19, we welcome you. I'm Pat Daly. Joining me with the color commentary is Gene Johnson, and we are just about ready now for the second half of play here from Collins Stadium, with the Cards on top of the Bucks by a score of 14-6. One of the ball boys join the action. He's got his work cut out for him in the second half. All right, looking at the scoring summary, Jerome Taylor in the first quarter had a 2-yard TD run for Beecher, put the Bucks up 6-0. Point after was no good. Second, Allen, a 5-yard TD run for Davison at 9:08, tied the game at 6. Point after try, no good. And then Oshima had an 8-yard TD catch for Davison to put them up 12-6. 2-point conversion at Torok was good. 14-6 score. Now we're set for the third quarter. Ball taken by Beecher's number 6.
Davidson's got it.
By Randy Booz. Booz with a nice run, but he fumbled the football.
Looks like who's got it out there,
And
Pat?
now, let's see as we break up the pile here, who has the football to begin the third quarter.
Beecher's ball.
And Beecher with a no. Davison has recovered, and they take over. We think.
No.
Correction. Beecher football.
No, it's Beecher's ball.
I believe the one who was at the bottom of that pile, Darnell Wilson, the junior, 6'1", 198, plays tight end and defensive end, but most importantly plays special teams and got underneath that pile to get the football.
I can assure you one
Beecher.
thing, Pat. They were scrapping under there.
Oh, yeah. Fine run by Booz. So Beecher starts now from their own 46-yard line to begin the third quarter, down 14-6. In motion, Woods. And they'll give it to Woods. Woods outside. Inside Cardinal territory. Driven out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
Torok
As we
chased
see in the
him out.
replay, watch the seal block. It was an outstanding block on the outside. Right there, just allows him to turn the corner there, and he used his good speed to get around the corner.
Sorry, we'll try to set those starting lineups for you as soon as we can. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Jerome Taylor, the ball carrier, has enough for a Beecher first down.
Taylor to the right side of the line.
Gets it inside the 45 to about the 43. Be a 4-yard gain. Now here's your offense. Split end McCow. Offensive line, LeGrone, Coleman, Whitlow, Talbert, and Mason. The tight end is Johnson. The QB is Rogers. The fullback is Taylor. Tailback Randall. Flanker Allen. I'll get it out. In motion, Woods. This time he gives up the middle. Jerome Taylor. Brought down by McFeeters.
Yeah, it looks like Beecher's coming out with a little more authority this second half. Their offensive line looks like they're rested and firing off the ball well.
Taylor brought it inside of the 40 to the 39, a 3-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Taylor again, and he gets big yardage down to the 30. Gain of close to 9 yards and another Buccaneer first down.
Well, this is a whole nother look now for Beecher. Now they're going to run from guard to guard and use the guards and the centers to make the crease for you.
Here's your defense now for the Cardinals. McGlashan, Toman, Evans, Thorpe, and Woods. Linebackers McFeeters, Dement, Finest. Secondary Elizondo, Tiller, and Torak. 1st and 10 for the Bucks. The card 30. I think Taylor again was the ball carrier, and this time he was stuffed.
Just too many men at one time to block there. Davison brought, looked like both linebackers on the play.
Lost about a yard on the play. 2nd and 11.
Tommen, and I think Woods was in there on that tackle. Loss of a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Card 31. Rogers a throw over the middle, complete. Daniel Johnson with the catch.
Good hands, good quick hit play, gutsy play. I mean, he threw that ball in some traffic.
Torak and Elizondo brought him down, a 10-yard pickup.
Ball down just shy.
Now this is that Beecher offense we've been looking for, particularly that second quarter where they stumbled there. This is a good, solid offense here.
Well, the Bucks need about a half-yard. Ball spotted just outside the 20. And Rogers will keep it, and he looks to have plenty for the Buccaneer first down.
Picks up enough for the Beecher first down.
Looks like they came out the second half and said, hey, big lineman from tackle to tackle, you guys got to do the job. We've got to be able to control the football a little bit, get a drive going. You, the guys, are going to have to do it, and they're doing it right now. Firing off the ball well, staying on their blocks, making some creases.
Ball spotted at the Cardinal 19, 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Give to Rico Randall. Rico takes it down to about the 15.
Good read by Rogers as he saw that defensive end or that outside linebacker cross his face. He gave the football.
Ian Dement was the one who took Randall down. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 now. Ball right on the 15 of Davison. Give to Jerome Taylor. A nice job by the Cardinal defense.
Jerome Taylor.
Dement made the contact.
Stop by McCrandle. Make it 3rd and 7.
Tough down right here. Not
It
a lot
is.
of room to operate.
Randall lost 1, so it's 3rd and 7. They're going to throw. Rogers throws complete.
He's in.
Touchdown, Beecher. James B.J. McCow. And the Bucks are back in this one now, trailing 14-12.
What an impressive
16
drive.
yards, Gene.
Great drive for Beecher that time. Boy, that really helped. They brought him right back into this ball game. And I tell you, that last play, I mean, what a good call. That was an outstanding call. Just had man coverage there one-on-one and zipped it out there and used his great speed to get it in. Big 2 points here.
It is. They're going to go for 2 here. Rogers back to throw. Has a man in the end zone and incomplete. Intended receiver was number 42, Reginald Allen. And he threw it a bit in front of Reginald, and Reginald couldn't come up with it. Here is the replay, Gene, of the TD.
Not a thing fancy about this one. Throw, catch, run. The basics of football. Speed in the end zone.
So at 7:30 of the third quarter, Davison hangs on to their lead after the failed 2-point attempt by the Bucks. And our score is 14-12 in favor of Davison.
We have to be talking in that on the sideline right now, the Davison defensive people. They were the difference there when we saw this, the latter part of the first quarter and the second quarter by Beecher was their offensive line play, Pat. They just they did an incredible job coming off the ball and giving Rogers just that split second he needs to throw the football. They did a nice job on that drive.
Huffman and Allen are deep to receive the kick for the Cardinals, and David Rogers will kick it off. David kicks off and kicks the extra points as well, and punts.
And punts and quarterbacks, and they rest them on defense, so don't they?
Yeah. It's the one thing he does not participate in for Beecher is defensively. But I bet you he could play defense.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question about that.
But he's best as the Buccaneer quarterback, and he's got his team right back into this one.
Well, let's see how the Beecher defense answers the call now.
Didn't fare too well to close the first half out. Davison had a couple of nice drives, which turned into scores. And
what we'll see that same old, that good ball control offense eat up the clock for Davison. They'll take their 3 and 4 yards at a crack. What a kick by Rogers.
Good kick by Rogers. Dropping at about the 3 and then finally rolling out of bounds, and that was a big-time boot. And it'll be a touchback, and Davison will start from their own 20-yard line. So a nice drive, 4.5 minutes by the Bucks to begin the third. So now this is Davison's opening possession to begin the second half of play.
Let's not forget that an awful lot of those players from Beecher's offense are still out there on the field on defense.
Good point. Good point. We'll set the starting lineups for you after this play. Travis gives to Allen. Allen gains about 3, but we've got a flag down. Could be a face mask.
Yeah, it looked like he reached up and got the mask. Yep.
It is. Now let's see if it's grasping or grabbing.
Grasping. Unintentional. Did not.
Well, I don't know. They're moving this thing an awful long ways upfield, Gene. That's grabbing.
Brings the ball up to 37-yard line.
That's a flagrant one.
Okay, that is. I'm going to tell you, that's a questionable one, though.
Yeah.
We had a good shot at that one from our angle here, and
I didn't see much of anything.
just this hand slid up there. That's all.
15-yard penalty, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 37-yard line. Allen, the ball carrier, and this time the Beecher defense does the job, stacking him up. 3 or 4 white shirts were there to meet Allen right as he got the football. Here's the Davison Cardinal offense. Glanton, the tight end, the offensive line. Fisher, Nelson, McCrandle, Noblet, Soulier. Torak is the split end. Travis, the QB, Huffman, Allen, and LaCour round out the Cardinal offense. No gain, 2nd and 10. Torak, the ball carrier. A nice run, gets it up to about the 43. Davison faithful want a late flag for a possible late hit, but didn't get their wishes granted.
Andy Torok, after taking that shot early in the ball game, is back in there. He's played a strong game all night, and a good run right there, using his good athletic ability, bouncing to the outside.
Gain of 5. Dudley brought him down for the Bucks. We'll set that Buck defense for you as soon as we can. Big third down here for Davison. Travis throws, incomplete.
Oh,
Uko Ashima had it and then dropped it.
it was there. I'm going to tell you something that Dudley just tattooed him, though. I'm telling you. This is a tough pass. Don't throw this ball high. If you're the receiver, please don't throw that post batter across the middle high. Poof.
Hassan Dudley, 5'10", 170 pounds senior. That's the way you play that defensive back position, huh?
I tell you what, I bet he has a conversation with Travis right now, the receiver there.
McFeeters to punt it away. Booz and Allen were back, and Booz has it. Nice run up to about the 40.
Booz on the run back.
Hey, so far it's a different Beecher team we've seen. Defense stuck him. Got the ball back for the offense.
Ben McGlashan was the one who brought him down.
Once again, the last 3 digits.
It's about a 15-yard return on the punt.
Keep an eye on that offensive line of Beecher. If they can keep up the momentum, come off that ball well, then Beecher's going to be right back in this thing.
1st and 10 for the Bucks. Ball carrier Taylor. Taylor never had a chance to get it to the outside. Ben McGlashan, coming from his defensive end position, was right there to greet him.
That's how you string that play out, keeping everything to the inside, keeping that outside shoulder free.
Here's
Watch
the replay
here. Watch how he keeps it. If we can get a shot here. They just keep their outside shoulder free, everything inside.
At the middle school, they'll be dancing to the DJs.
A loss of 3.
And an open tip.
2nd and 13 now for the Bucks from their own 37-yard line. Rogers throws.
Wow,
And caught. How did that one come through? 2 Cardinal defenders were all over Reginald Allen, and Reginald somehow pulls it in, and he gets a huge gain into Davison territory and a 1st down.
Pat, that's a matter of who wants the ball the most right there, and obviously the receiver did. He went up and after it, took it right away from the 2 defenders standing right next to him.
Torok and Tiller were on the coverage. About an 18-yard completion, Rogers to Allen, and the ball is spotted just outside the Cardinal 45. Rogers, the ball carrier, and it looked like I thought he lost the football for a moment. Okay, here's your completion, Gene, the previous play.
Just who wants this ball the most here? Throws it to 3, and he just goes up and get it. Allen did a nice job there. 2 defenders and himself, and he wanted it the most.
Congratulations.
A loss of 2 on that play. Play just never developed for Rogers in the Buck offense. 2nd and 12. At the Card 47. Pitches out. That's Randall. Rico Randall goes nowhere.
Well, Rogers just lost it as he's coming away from the center and had to regroup himself. And
Stopped by Ian Dement and Ryan Woods. Lost a couple more on the play.
Dement there along with Woods.
Spot is right at
Loss of 2 yards, Gene, so it's 3rd down and 14.
3rd and 14.
Ball right at midfield.
boy, Davison's defensive line is winning the battle of the trenches. Now they're firing off the ball and coming after him.
Back to throw Rogers, and complete.
Got it.
Unbelievable. The Cardinal tipped it, And it fell right into the hands of B.J. McCow. McCow hit it right in the chest, and he comes up with it. And the Buccaneers have a first down.
What a big play. What a big play. It's the old tip drill. Good concentration.
Yeah, that was the old tip drill.
The tip drill.
Here it is, Gene. Wow.
What did he say? Hey, you know, he said good concentration, McCall. That's a nice job.
15 yards on the completion. First down, ball just inside the Cardinal 35-yard line for the Bucks. Back to throw Rogers.
Good decision.
Pressure, chased out of the pocket. Now he's got running room. Side to 30, 25, still on his feet, barreling down inside the Cardinal 20-yard line. And another Beecher first down.
Nice decision. He did not have that ball in the first half where he's throwing it away. He decided, hey, I'm gonna run and pick up this first down myself. And that was a great decision by Rogers. That's what he can do.
15 yards on that run. Ball just inside the 20. He should do more of that, Gene. He's got the speed and the capabilities to do it.
Well, I think the offensive coordinator for Beecher needs to utilize him in calling the plays. A little mixed up, Beecher is. Confusion out there.
Receivers had a hard time figuring out who was set.
Good hole, though.
Rico Randall with a nice run. Finessed, brings him down.
Stopped by the Peters.
Gain of close to 5 yards on that carry by Randall. So it'll be 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Approaching now the 1 minute mark remaining in this third quarter. Beecher is now rolled off their second drive of the quarter, and looks like they are going to hit pay dirt once again, doing a nice job. Rogers throws. Incomplete. B.J. McCow, the intended receiver, and B.J. was open, but it was just a bit in front of him.
Yes, he was. Rogers takes another split second, maybe one more step drop on there, and takes his time, sets up a little bit more, and he's got that pass.
Also credit Jeff Elizondo on the coverage for the Cardinals. 3rd and 5 now for Beecher. Ball right on the Cardinal 15-yard line. 47 seconds to go now here in the third. Rogers
Good
keeps
decision.
it and gets it to about the 10.5. He needs to get right about just inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be about a yard short. So it'll be 4th and 1 now for Beecher. And that play's worked very well for the Bucks here, Gene. Just Rogers keeping it. Let's see if Davison can stop him.
You have to use Rogers. He's the best athlete on the field tonight. You have to use him.
And he does.
And he picks
Just
it up.
Plunges right up the middle.
Flag.
But we've got a flag fly. And we've got an injured Buccaneer as well.
Boy, I was looking right at the injured player, and he really twisted his knee all he did was slip too. But there is a flag, and I tell you, it could be a very costly flag.
Let's see. Might have been a motion or false start against the offense as the flag flew through, but first things first, let's hope the Beecher Buccaneer that's down on the field is okay. 2 seconds to go in the third, and the official is talking things over with the Davison captain, Ryan Woods. And it's going to be a procedure call against Beecher.
That hurts.
So instead of 4th and 1, it's now 4th and 6. And now things change just a bit.
Boy, it's tough to win big games when you continually make those mistakes, Pat. Good, solid drive. The offense is playing so well, and then you have a 4th and 1. You pick up the first down, and you have an illegal procedure. And I'm telling you, that was called on one of the wide receivers who had nothing to do with the play at all.
And now the injured Buccaneer is getting up. Reginald Allen, and Reginald has been nursing a bad ankle. And that looks like he just aggravated it a bit again. He's limping off the field, but you can bet we'll probably see Reginald in the fourth quarter.
Throw some tape on it, Pat.
Yep. 4th and a long 6 now, facing Beecher.
Just keep your eye on Rogers.
Davison, faithful, trying to rile up that defense. Now we have a timeout on the field, or rather the clock rolled, and that'll do it for our third quarter of play. As we have this timeout on the field, we'll take a break. We'll be back for fourth quarter action here on the Comcast Cable Game of the Week right after this quick timeout.
Hey, you stink! 16, you stink! You! Come on! What? You play like a bunch of jerks! What? Wanna watch that? Hey! Nice stinking work!
Would you act like this at a high school game? If you were the only fan in the stands,
Nice way to play. That's beautiful.
next time, pretend you are.
Welcome back, everybody, to Collins Stadium here from Davison Junior High School. Home field for the Davison Cardinals. After 3 quarters of play here on the Comcast Cable Game of the Week, our Big 9 conference matchup, Davison leads Beecher 14-12. But Beecher knocking on the door once again, Gene. They had it 4th and 1, had plenty for the first down, but a procedure penalty brought it back, so they're faced now with a 4th and 6 here to start the fourth.
Well, there's no question who won that quarter. I mean, that was Beecher's quarter all the way, and they are really gearing up on the offense. The offensive line is playing well, and Rogers is becoming more a part of that offense. Besides just throwing that long bomb, he's making good decisions, and that's the key. But the mistakes, they cannot continue to make those mistakes. They put themselves in a deep hole right here. You know, they had the first down, now it's 4th and 6. This is a big down, obviously.
Isaac Golson is faced with a tough call here. Trailing by 2, got plenty of time, but they've got it deep into Davison territory. The ball spotted just outside the 15-yard line. They need to get it just inside the 10. So here we go, 4th and 6 for the Bucks. They're going to throw it. Rogers throws.
He's got it.
And caught, in a first down for Beecher.
Now that was a throw, Pat. That was a big-time throw right there by Rogers.
B.J. Macau, the one who caught the football. Joe Tiller brought him down.
It'll be 1st and goal at the Davison 7-yard line.
Ball spotted at the Cardinals 7-yard line, so a pickup of 8 on that completion. It'll be 1st and goal to go at the Cardinals 7 for Beecher. Big play there, Gene.
Huge, just huge.
Ball carrier Jerome Taylor. Taylor gets it
Taylor, the ball carrier.
down to the 5, to about the 4. So they'll be faced with a 2nd and goal. Tolman and Evans on the stop for the Cardinals. Ball is spotted at the Cardinal 5, so a pickup of 2 on that carry by Taylor. Taylor again, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Beecher. Jerome Taylor from 5 yards out puts the Bucks back on top.
The difference is the offensive line play of Beecher. Davison's defensive lines and defensive line and linebackers are getting beat.
And he had a huge hole there. Well, with that touchdown, Gene, it's 18-14 in favor of Beecher. And we'll take a look at the replay now after the point after attempt. And the Bucks are going to go for 2.
Here we see the replay real quick, like it was just a little bit of running and a lot of blocking. Uh-oh, he fumbled it right in.
Fumble, and it's good.
Bounced it right across the goal line.
Jerome Taylor adds the 2-point conversion. And the Bucks lead it now 20-14 over Davison.
We have ourselves a ball game, Pat. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Here we go. 11 minutes to go in this ball game. Beecher just took the lead. Davison's good offense.
This is what it's all about here on Friday nights, boy.
This is it. Davison does have that offense. It does take some time to score, but with 11 minutes, you can take all the time you want. You know, take the full 11 minutes and go in for one more touchdown and come out a winner.
11-11 now to go in the ball game, and Huffman and Allen.
Boy, what a turnaround. I'm giving a majority of that credit to that offensive line of Beecher, and then I'm giving a heck of a lot of credit to Rogers, the quarterback. Now he's doing the things that he can do. He's throwing the ball, pinpointing the ball. He's running when he has to. They're very tough to stop when they have that combination.
They made the correct adjustments at the half. Everything has worked.
See how their defense holds up.
Navarre this time does the kicking for the Bucks. Taken by McGlashan, and McGlashan doesn't get much at all. Right as he caught it, he was brought down.
38-yard line.
So the Bucks the Cards will take over now. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Well, let's remember now, the players of Beecher, their numbers are down. A lot of the players are going both ways. This is the fourth quarter. Their offense has had the ball. They watch the difference in the line play. That's where we may see a fatigue factor for Beecher.
Pitch out McFeeters. He's got a lot of room to work with. Finally wrapped up out of bounds, up at about the 36-yard line. Hessam Dudley brought him down by the back of the shirt. But a nice run by McFeeters.
Good play, well executed play. The pulling guard out there, brought the tackle out, good run, good blocking. That's what Davison's all about. They're so solid. They just don't make the mistakes that cost them football games.
Gain of 8, ball spotted now at the Cardinal 37-yard line, 2nd and 2. And that time, Mitch Huffman, the junior fullback.
Isaac Miller is just all over the field in there. He's just bouncing around that nose guard.
Isaac, as small as he is, he can put the shoulder into you. See, I mean, we heard that pop all the way up here.
But if they're going to put a kid that size down at the nose guard, you know he's one tough cookie. And with his quickness, he's doing a job.
No gain, 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Travis, flags fly.
Uh-oh.
Has a wide open receiver. Ushima.
They're going to bring it back, but he had a defender down. He had fallen down.
Too bad, because that play was there and it worked very well for the Cards, but we're going to bring it back. Again, it may be a procedure of sorts against the Cardinals. So it came right as the play started, so.
Boy, we had a momentum shift. This Beecher team was just playing with enthusiasm.
Yep.
And jumping all over the field. And
they're fired up.
They're fired up, waving a team back. Got to play the ball game still, man.
Yep. 3rd and 7. From the Cardinal 32. Travis tried to draw him off sides, and this time
he drew him off, I
think. He did.
I think the offensive line just held their grounds. You had Isaac Miller jumping all around in the middle there.
Offsides on the defense, so.
Well, that's an important play. You need to be able to slow that rush down a little bit. Those guys were getting the cadence and just going on the cadence there, and good call and good discipline by Davison.
So now we're back to 3rd and 2. Third and 2 for the Cardinals. 9 minutes to go in the ball game, trailing 20-14. Back to throw, Travis. Travis has a man. It's Torok. Has the first down, but boy, did he pay the price.
Look at Torok, and he hops right up. Boy, I like this kid. He's a tough kid. That's the second or third shot he's taken tonight. Hung on to the football, got the first down.
Hassan Dudley and Antoine Curitin.
Look at number 12 out there. He
He's
says, bring
pumped.
me more. Bring me more, he says.
Bring it. We'll take a look at it now after this play. Just enough for that first down. It's about a 6-yard pickup. Ball is at the Cardinal 41, 1st and 10. McFeeters up over the 45 to about the 46, close to a 5-yard gain by Trent. Whitlow on the stop. Here's the replay, Gene, now of that Torok catch.
Well, it's a well-thrown ball. Travis does a nice job of getting the ball out there. Look at Torok. Nice concentration. Oh, oof. Hops up.
He says, I've taken worse than that earlier in the game. He's all right.
Yeah, at least I can see where I'm at. Yeah.
It's about a 4-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Allen, the ball carrier, picks up close to 3 yards.
It's all Davison wants. Close to 3. 3, 4. Take up about 7 more minutes.
Alexander brought him down, so it's 3rd and a long 3. 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Ball spotted at the Cardinal 49. Cardinal faithful getting behind him now. Big gain by the Cardinals into Beecher territory. That was Mitch Huffman, the fullback. Gets it inside the 45 down to the 42-yard line. Alexander finally brought him down.
Mitch is saying, just give me that crease. Give me a little crease, lineman. Just give me a little inch, and I'll take it.
9-yard pickup. 1st and 10 at the Beecher Buccaneer 42-yard line. Pitch out.
A lot of blocking.
McFeeters. He had the blockers. Gets it down to the 35-yard line, and there is a flag down. Possible face mask here, Gene, against Beecher.
Another one? I mean, what are we, 3rd or 4th face mask tonight?
Another one. That's big.
Well, which one is it? Is it the bad one or is it the not so bad one?
We've been playing this game more than once tonight, huh?
Yeah. Which one is it here? And I've already said earlier, if it's the bad one, he should be able to play the rest of the night.
Well, it is the bad one.
3 different players that have been gone tonight, if that was the rule.
A 15-yard penalty. As McFeeters got it to the 35 on that nice run, and now 15 more yards, and they're well in the Beecher territory, down to their 20-yard line.
I tell you what, though, both teams are fired up right here. This is going to be fun.
The crowd's fired up, too.
Key on that offensive line.
6:22 and counting. Ball carrier Huffman inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. A gain of close to 3 yards on that carry. Kevin Whitlow on the stop.
Whitlow makes the tackle. On 2nd and 8.
Well, they spot it at the 18, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. McFeeters, big hole. Whew. Down to the 10-yard line. And a Davison first down. Talbert and Wilson, along with Whitlow on the stop. Another Buccaneer player is down.
Well, I hope he's all right. What Beecher didn't need to stop any action, though. They look like their defensive linemen are just getting pounded on right now.
Yes, they
Once
are.
again, Davison, it's real fun. Of course, I'm a former tight end and having so much to do with the years ago at Michigan in the running game and the option game. It's fun for me to watch that battle of the trenches. I just kind of keep my eyes right into trenches. And actually, if you watch the line play, you'll be able to watch the whole ball game because you can be able to, based on the blocks of pulling guards and that kind of thing, you can tell right where that ball is going to go.
So, you ever consider getting into coaching then?
I try to coach a little bit up here. That way I can't get in trouble too much.
You're safe up here.
Yeah.
Back there at 9 yards, 11 inches.
So,
well, there's a battle going on right now, but
Davis's
offensive line is at the moment dominating Beecher's defensive line. And I don't think we're going to see anything too fancy out of Davison. They're just going to pound the ball at him and take the minutes off the clock.
Roderick Summers was the injured player, and he's back on his feet, walking off under his own power. 1st and 10. For the Cardinals. 1st and goal, rather. Torok, the ball carrier. Gets it down to about the 6, so a gain of close to 4 yards. So it'll bring up a 2nd and goal now for the Cardinals.
Torok's going to be sore in the morning.
Sure is.
He'll be in the training room in the morning.
Second and goal, and caught a long 6 now for the Cardinals. Travis pitches out to Torok. Touchdown, Davison. That was a beautiful pitch out by Travis.
Nice read, nice option by Travis, the quarterback, and a great pitch out. Torok took it in with good speed.
Take a look at the replay, Gene.
Just a matter of taking the ball as far as you can before you give it up. Good pitch. That's how you run that option play. Kind of a gutsy call, that option down there. I wasn't really expecting that the way they were dominating up front. But a good call. Key play right here.
Here we are, game tied at 24-44. Point after attempt is up.
It's good.
And it's good. Andy Torok scores the TD, and he converts the point after. And the Davison Cardinals have regained the lead by a score of 21-20.
Let's not forget, last week, David Rogers' field goal really broke Powers back in the last minutes of the ball game. Certainly 4 minutes and 44 seconds is a lot of time for Beecher's offense to get in gear and take it down for, put it in position for the field goal, if not the touchdown. There's a lot of time left. But what's important for Beecher right now is try not to get it all in just one quick series. I mean,
right. They've got a lot of time to work with, 4:44, and let's not do any of that bombs away stuff, I think, is what's going hopefully through the Beecher's players' heads and coaches.
There's no panic yet.
Yeah.
There's no panic in this game yet, particularly the way their offense has dominated Davison's defense in the second half. What a drive by Davison right there.
That was
wow,
nice.
was that impressive.
Covered about 70 yards on that drive. 21-20, the Cardinals lead it. Torok kicks it away.
Nice kick.
Bobbled by the Bucks. And a hit to follow that up.
A big hit. And
Reginald Allen
not only was that
shaken up.
Excuse me, not only that was a big hit, but there were 7 or 8 Davison players right there on the ball.
We got an official's timeout now on the field to get somebody out there, I think, to tend to Reginald. So we now have a stoppage on the field for the injured player as Reginald is a little woozy after taking that pop.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
What a treat this ball game has been. The 3-0 Beecher Buccaneers against the 2-1 Davison Cardinals here at Collins Stadium here in Davison. And Davison leads it by a score of 21-20 here in the fourth quarter. 4:36 to go.
And Rogers bring him back. We'll try to get it all at once.
Rogers to throw. They try to get it all at once. Throwing downfield. Intercepted by the Cardinals.
There's a flag.
Joe
back.
Tiller, but we have a flag. So hold everything before we hand the football over to the Cardinals. I'm not so sure.
I'm guessing that it's offensive pass interference. I think this is going to be against Beecher. Let's see what the official has to say here.
Let's get the official verdict now. Yep, offensive pass interference. Davison football.
Pat,
Here's the
this
replay.
Why do we have to get it all at once here? He's throwing off his back foot. Tremendous pressure by Davison and a nice interception. Way to go up and get that football. Good play. Look at this. They couldn't hardly bring the kid down. Nice job.
Joe Tiller with the run back. Takes it down to the Buck 35 where the Cardinals have it. Now they're going to try to chew up some clock. Ball carrier Torak.
Something new for Davison, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
We've never heard them doing that before.
Chew up the clock there. Yeah, this is it's falling right into Davison's hands now. This is exactly how they want to end this thing.
This is Dick DeLodge football at its best.
Best defense, keep your offense out there.
Torak gained 1 second and 9 now. The Buck 34. Huffman, nice run, still on his feet.
Can't bring him down.
And he is a load to bring
still
down.
Not down, Pat.
Wow.
They stopped him, but he didn't fall down.
That's textbook there. Beecher takes a timeout. A run of about 6 yards by Huffman, close to 7. Make it a 3rd and 3. Beecher stops the clock with 3:19 to go.
Look at old
There's Mitch Huffman with a nice run, playing a nice game at the fullback position.
Big, strong kid, doing a nice job.
3:19, Gene, and this game, I guess, has lived up to its billing.
It's been a good one. It really
has.
has. It's been fun. I mean, Beecher came back nice in the second half, and then we got to watch that great ball control offense from Davison. Just take it down there 70 yards for the score, and then a great defensive play. Give them the ball back there.
Last year, Gene, these two teams battled it out, as you remember, and over at Beecher, Davison suffered their only regular season loss last year to Beecher. Beecher upset him.
I guess I should have known that, Pat, and I didn't. I didn't know that.
You did not know that?
I did not know that.
Here we go. We're set. Just as soon as the official blows his whistle, and we're ready to go. 3rd and 3. This is big now.
Yeah.
Monty Travis didn't like what he saw on the other side of the football, mainly that Beecher defense, and he calls the timeout.
Just a little confusion. Probably a good timeout. Probably a good one there. Yeah, you're right, though, Pat. It's a big down for him.
We'll try to set now the rest of the schedule now for both clubs. Doesn't get any easier for either of these teams. Beecher hosts Grand Blanc next week, and Grand Blanc, as we speak, is undefeated in a tie with Beecher for first. And Davison, well, they host Powers Catholic next week, and I tell you what, Grand Blanc, Beecher, Davison, and Powers are the top 4 right now. So those are game of the weeks in itself.
Another great week for those 4 teams. I tell you, it's going to be exciting to see the outcome of that. You know what, Pat? I really do think that the winner of this conference is going to have 1 loss.
There you see Isaac Golson, the one with no hat on and the headset on.
You know,
he's coach.
Pat, he's done a nice job with this team. I think he's doing an outstanding job at Beecher.
Pitch out, McFeeters, first down and more, and that's huge for the Cardinals. Inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line of the Bucks, and a first down.
Turn off the lights, the party's over.
Dandy Gene Johnson.
That takes you back a few years, doesn't it, Pat?
Yeah. Yeah, Gene. Little help from the truck. How many fumbles have there been in this ball game? This game with 2:55 is an eternity from over, I think. 1st and 10 for the Cards. Huffman, the ball carrier.
Yeah, so I was a bit premature on that singing there, but I'm going to stick with it. That's my call. I'm going to do that because I really like the way that Davison is just coming off the ball and pounding. Their offensive line is doing a, you know, I've said it several times tonight, but they really are. They're doing a great job.
Inside the 20 to about the 18 was that carry, so a 4-yard pickup by Huffman, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Beecher stops the clock with another timeout, 2:42 now remaining. Well, Davison, the #1 defense going in the Big 9 Conference. They've allowed 20 points, but hey, against this kind of offense, it's one heck of a job. It's enough to give them the lead and very close to winning this thing, huh?
Fortunately for their defense, that they've had an offensive performance tonight, Davison, and of course that's their team, that's their strategy. So yeah, they've done a nice job. Their defense is they've been in there and they've stopped them a few times, and but most importantly, the offense has eaten up the clock, and you know that's where this game was won tonight, if it's to be won by Davison.
Right.
A lot of things can happen with 2.5 minutes.
Second and 6. McFeeters, the ball carrier. Looks like we have a loose football. Uh-oh, here's some
What do we say?
hush over the crowd. Let's see who has it.
Did they get it? They got
Beecher
it.
football, can you believe it?
They got it. The Bucks are not giving up.
Trent McFeeters lost the football, recovered by Beecher, and they take over. Wow.
Can we rewind that part where I was singing there, turn off the lights a little bit?
We'll have to
Let me just rewind to that point, then we'll go forward from there, okay?
yeah.
We can do that in television, can we?
Security, we're going to need some security up here to escort Gene Johnson out of here.
Let's watch this offense now. Keon Rogers,
This
he's
is
got to
big.
have a good series now.
Pitch out. That's, I believe, Taylor.
Couldn't quite get out of bounds. He needed to get out of bounds.
It is Jerome, the carry.
Ball carrier brought down by Tiller.
Tiller brought him down.
9 yards on the play.
They need to hurry. They really need to get this ball back in the
Clock
play and get
rolling.
going.
147 and counting. They started this drive from their own 15, and they got it up to about the 25, yards short of the first. It's now or never for the Bucks. They got to start throwing that football
Well,
downfield,
they're
getting
taking
it out
a
of
lot
bounds.
of time here, too. A lot of time.
Rogers throws. And incomplete, intended receiver, B.J. Macau. Tiller on the coverage.
Best thing can happen to him.
Coverage over there by
He's
Flora.
good for the first down, but it stopped the clock. They're going to pick up this first down here.
And Tiller.
Torok over there as well. 3rd and 1.
Down and 1.
So forget throwing it downfield. Just get this first.
Yeah, they got to pick up the first down.
128 as the clock is stopped remaining in this ball game. Davison on top of Beecher, 21-20. What a dandy this game has been. They do just that, Gene. Rogers keeps it and gets it up over the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
Hop up, hop
Enough
up.
for the first down.
Shook up a little bit.
Yeah,
Hop
he
up,
took a nice
Rogers.
pop.
And it's a Beecher timeout.
Beecher calls timeout, and that's their last the ball game, according to my stats. Stops the clock with 1:24 to go. But they've got to go 73 yards now, Gene, in 1 minute and 24 seconds.
Pat, they have the athletes that can do it. It just takes one opportunity. You know, give the ball to one of the wide receivers who are all the wide receivers are great athletes. A one-on-one situation, you just never know. If there's any team in this league that can do it with a minute and 20 to go, this Beecher team can.
You betcha. So now Davison, Gene, going to break out into that prevent and just bend but don't break.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to let everything in front of them.
First and 10 for the Bucks, 1:24 to go. They have it from their own 27. Rogers is going to have to throw it. Pressured and just airs it out. Up for grabs.
Oh!
Incomplete. B.J. McCow had his hands on it and then dropped it.
I tell you what, Pat, it is throwing the ball out there, and McCoy doing a great job of staying with it. Almost caught that ball.
So stops the clock with 1:16 to go. Here's the near catch by McCow.
A lot of pressure. Again, off his back foot here. Someone in his face. A good throw. Oh, he almost got it. Taylor did a nice job of getting his hand in there. That's good defense right there. That's what that's all about.
Second down and 10. Rogers has to throw
It's a
it
screen set up out there. Got to get to
Screen
the outside, though.
to Taylor, and he's brought down, gets it up to about the 31-yard line, and that's about a 4-yard gain, and that's it. Clock continues to run. Beecher's out of timeouts. Under a minute to go now in the ball game. 5-yard pickup, 3rd and 5.
Rogers got to get under there and go.
No long snap counts here. They throw it again, and almost caught by number 7, Hassan Dudley. It looked like that beat the first that he was just going to throw it away, and all of a sudden Dudley's right there, right through his arms, incomplete. Unbelievable. 4th down now, Gene, and 5:44 seconds to go. This is it.
Tough situation. I mean, you need to stay near the sidelines. The only way you can stop the clock. Of course, the first down will stop the clock. Obviously, the most important thing here is pick up the 5 yards. I mean, this is it. If they throw this ball over 15 yards, I'll be shocked unless that wide receiver is wide open.
Here we go. A lot riding on this 4th down play here. This could really have a lot to do with who wins the Big 9 championship after it's all said and done. The Bucks, I think, are going to take a delay of game penalty. So now it'll make it 4th down and 10. And
Interesting call.
Golson.
You know what we have there, and it was just sent up from the truck. But that's a very good point. These kids are just fatigued.
Right.
The numbers are down. We talked about it before. A lot of these kids are going both ways. They just needed to regroup here. They're going to throw the ball over 10 yards anyway, so hey, probably a good call.
Here we go. 4th and 10.
We don't need to be confused here now.
No, McCow now finally gets situated on the right side. Rogers has the protection and throws, and incomplete. And Dudley was there again, and it went right through his arms, and incomplete. Joe Tiller on the coverage, Torok there as well, and that should do it.
Boy, there were some balls that were right there, though. I tell you, 3 of those balls went right through the hands of the receivers. They were there. They being the passes and the receivers, and I mean Rogers just laying the ball right into him. Little concentration.
Dudley paid the price.
I was going to say, Pat, he was tattooed. Tattooed.
37 seconds, and now Davison will just down the football.
Yeah.
But let's not sing that party's over song just yet.
I'm not going to sing it. It's not time yet. No.
Beecher without any timeouts, clock rolling, 23 and counting. That should do it. I don't even know if Travis has to go up to the line. I don't think he does.
Well, see, Pat, what we have now, Davison obviously going to win this game. It's all over. They're on top of the league with 1 loss, tied with who? Beecher. So Beecher, only 1 loss.
Right.
You know, they're not out of this thing. You know, I made the comment earlier. I think the winner of this league is going to have 1 loss, and it could be a bunch of them.
Right. As deep and as talented as many of the Big 9 teams are, it's not going to be won with an undefeated record. There's just no way.
If it is one with an undefeated record, that's one fine team.
Absolutely.
I tell you that.
Well, the delay of game stops the clock with 2 seconds, so here we go. The final knee touch by Travis, and that does it. The Davison Cardinals get a big victory for Dick Delage and the entire community of Davison. Davison wins it by a final score over Beecher of 21-20. And what a big football game this was, Gene.
Outstanding game. It really was. We saw some great plays. We saw some great misses, you know, if you will, but some good athletes out there, some hard hits, and just a big win for Davison. You know, it's still right in front of Davison. Everything's there. They win the rest of their games, they'll win the conference.
That's right.
Beecher wins the rest of their games, they'll win the conference. So they're both, you know, with 1 loss, and depending upon how the games go as we speak, who knows? Grand Blanc loses, it could be a few teams up there with a loss, huh? Well, both these teams have to play Grand Blanc still.
That's right. Grand Blanc is a heck of a football team, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Well, Gene, we don't call this the game of the week for nothing. This was certainly our best game of the year thus far, a thriller going right down to the wire, and Davison wins it by a final of 21-20. Stay with us, folks. After this public service announcement, we're hoping to get an interview with the winning coach, Dick Delage. Stay with us, folks. Right after this timeout, we'll be back.
National studies show that students who participate in high school activities, like music, sports, and drama, not only have better grades and attendance, they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over.
Welcome back, everybody, to Collins Stadium. Standing by is William McNeil with winning head coach Dick Delage.
Thanks, Patrick. Big win tonight, Coach. What do you think the keys to the game were?
I think defensively that we played well, and offensively enough to move the ball and get it into the end zone when we needed to do it. I think we beat a very good football team tonight. I'm really impressed with Beecher. They came to play, and so did we, and I'm glad we're on the winning side. A tough loss for them, but they only got 1, so they can come back.
What do you think it's going to take for this Cardinal team to win the Big 9 Conference?
You got to win every game all the way out. You're going to have less than 1 or 1 loss or less to win it. And, you know, I don't know if Grand Blanc made it through tonight, but you can't lose more than 1 game and be at the top at the end.
You won a big game last week against Kearsley. This week, Beecher. On the 1st of October, you have Powers. What do you have? Do you have a set game plan for them?
Well, we got to get down and look at the drawing board and look at the film over the weekend. And Powers is a good football team. There's no question about that. We've seen them on film against Kearsley, and they got a big offensive line, and they're well skilled. They got some fast kids, and they move the ball exceptionally well and play great defense. So we're gonna have to be ready next week.
All right. Well, congratulations once again, and see you a little further down the line. Now, this is 2 weeks in a row we've had you in the post game.
Good luck. You got to stay with us.
All right. Let's send it back to you, Pat.
Okay, William, thanks very much. And a splendid interview with winning head coach Dick DeLage and Gene. It doesn't get easier, as we mentioned a little bit earlier in the broadcast, for either of these clubs. Davison now moves to 3-1. Beecher slips to 3-1, but they've got tough games next week. Beecher takes on Grand Blanc, and as William mentioned, Davison takes on Powers.
It's going to be a huge week next week. It's just absolutely huge. And, you know, what a class act DeLage is, isn't he? What a class act, I tell you. The guy takes this big victory away, and all he does is praises the opponent. I mean, you know, talking about how Beecher came to play, and they did, and they played tough, and no wonder he has a good program.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Dick DeLage and Davison. Well, that's going to wrap it up here. For Gene Johnson, my color man, William McNeil and Greg Tunnicliffe, Tom Skinner and Terry Locke doing the work in the truck tonight. I'm Pat Daly, and let's not forget Chuck Lynch, who did a fine job as spotter as always. Our final score here on the Comcast Cable Vision Game of the Week. Davison wins it by a final of 21-20 in exciting fashion in this Big 9 conference matchup. We'll see you next week. Next week we're from Bendel in a Genesee 8 conference matchup. Bendel taking on Bentley. That should be a good one. We'll see you next time here on Channel 17. Good night, everybody.